About to continue this breakdown. It's Christmas, which is not the name of a holiday. It is a title that describes a simulated program which have to do with sacrificing to gain. Know what I mean? Christmas is not a day, a holiday. That's how they try to pass it off. Try to pass it off to make it seem like that's what Christmas is about. Christmas is the name of a ritual that deals with mass sacrifice. But Christmas does not happen on December 25th, like how they trained us to see that particular day. Christmas happens every day. There is not a day that doesn't go by that there is an abundance of life being sacrificed to push another life forward. That's what your Christmas is about. Know what I mean? The mass sacrifice, the sacrifice on the hex, on the hecker. Because Christ, they train us to see Christ as a God. You know what I'm saying? But Christ, you see the word Christ in Christmas. Christ is an offering. Christ was an offering. Christ was someone who was offered to a particular species as a sacrifice so that that species could move forward. In other words, the gods offered Christ to the humans so that the humans could move forward. It was a mass sacrifice that was taking place. Know what I mean? They said that Christ came to die for everybody's sins. Now we all know that what sin is, but we gonna dissect this mother dudder. Take a sip of my water. We gonna dissect this mother dudder. Peace, God. Peace, God. Yo, why you attracting messages, son? What you doing, son? They call it Christ Mass or X Mass because X got to do with the resurrection. X has to do with the resurrection, my man. You know what I'm saying? They will try to associate X with death. But X is the resurrection, and one can only be resurrected by way of a sacrifice. So that's where the mass comes in, or the massive. There has to be a massive sacrifice that needs to take place in order for a substance to be resurrected. Now, these things don't happen on an individualistic wave band. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that they got the guard race going through when they be trying to do these little individualistic rituals. That's non-existent because you need energy to do rituals, and energy is made up of particles. Just imagine if your energy was individual. Because your energy that exists out here is made up of various particles. So if your energy was individual like your mind was, Nothing would get done. That's why those damn rituals you do don't have no effects on nothing. They weak. You need the group. So they got a bunch of people out here looking at Christmas as a holiday where they, you know what I'm saying, give thanks to the Lord and the gods, and they gather around the, you know what I'm saying, they dying food, they dying tree, you know what I'm saying, they hangman ritual, hanging the damn tree up. You know what I'm saying? We got to hang the tree and hang the lights. It's a damn lynching, man. It's a lynch. You know what I'm saying? You putting lights on trees, that symbolizes a lynch, like what they showed you back in the days when they was hanging the brothers and sisters. Because we are the only ones with light. We are the souls, which is light. So when they was hanging brothers and sisters on the trees, you know what I'm saying, a lynching, that right there is being displayed now when they hang lights on Christmas trees, because the lights represent different pulsations, and those lights pulsate different colors, and the only ones who have those vibrations are souls. Spirits, they don't have that vibration. So when you're looking at your Christmas tree lit up with the lights, you know what I'm saying, that is a lynching. Hanging of the souls. And they even show you that with the balls that they hang. The ornament balls that they hang. Souls hanging, lynching. A sacrificial death. You know what I mean? Where you put the coffins beneath the tree that's dying. That was once plugged into the earth alive. Now you severed it from its life force. And now it's dying slowly. And you feeding it energy by way of water, but that energy is not going to sustain it, because it'll be like somebody that can't breathe that's hooked up to a respirator. That little water that you put down there in that little pot for that Christmas tree is like somebody who's in a coma on a respirator. You sitting there hoping and wishing they come out the coma, but they can't jump back in the body because the body has disconnected. There's a disconnection that happened. So when you're looking at the Christmas, that happens every day. When you look at these animals that's being manipulated or herded on these farms, that is a massive sacrifice right there. That's Christmas. A mass sacrifice. The animals being killed, plants being killed, fruits, vegetables, berries being killed. Your lettuce, your kale, the avocados, is all being sacrificed on a massive scale so that the vessel could move forward. You know what I mean? Believe it up to the illusion, Christmas is a day about giving thanks, spending the day with the family, and, you know what I'm saying, getting these gifts on, but you put the X on the gifts. You don't even see when you wrap your gift, your box, you put that bow on the box. What do you think that bow is? That is a cross, a crucifix. You know what I mean? Look at some images of some gifts that's wrapped, and they put that bow on the box. It's a cross, a crucifix. If you tilt that box 33 degrees, it would look like an X. Your Xmas. You know, a solstice sacrificial ritual where they tip the cross. You know what I mean? Tipping the cross, kicking the cross over, or kicking the souls out of alignment. Because that tilt of the cross symbolizes that there is no longer an alignment or connection with the souls, with the oversoul. The souls on the planet is no longer connected to the oversouls, which would be the overlords that's on the sun, the real planet. Not this fake planet we on, son. This ain't no real planet that we on. This is a moon with a fake atmosphere. You know what I mean? Our atmosphere is made up of gold. Gold in its pure form is etheric light. You hear about the stories about the Anunnakis coming to Earth to mine gold for their depleting ozone layer? Hell no. That's backwards. Ain't no Anunnakis coming here or the so-called black race coming here from their planet, you know what I'm saying, to mine gold. That doesn't even make any damn sense. How authentic beings are going to come to a hybrid planet and wait millions of years for a transference to take place? You know what I'm saying? When you got the light gold being manifested into matter gold. It doesn't even make no sense, man. That's the humans doing that. As I stated before, a lot of the chemtrails that they spray out here is not what this propaganda machine is pushing out here. A lot of it is gold particles because they are replenishing this depleting ozone layer. I said that a while back, years ago. I had this brother, you know what I'm saying, talking about I was talking trash. Hey, I ain't know what I was talking about, you know what I mean? Basically got at me on the comment section up on Twitter, and I got blocked. You know what I mean? Who gives a damn? You know what I mean? You could never block this. You could never block this light. But then a few weeks later, the same dude who said I ain't know what I was talking about, but he listened to my damn video, and next thing you know, he's going around, or he was going around talking about they spraying gold in the air. They're not really spraying chemtrails. They don't spray chemtrails all the time. That's propaganda, man. They spraying gold. It's easier for the population to accept that they spraying chemtrails to poison the people on the planet and the food than the reality that they spraying gold in the air to replenish this dying ozone layer. You know what I mean? Because the energy that has been coded to hold this specific shape and form that we call a sky is reverting back to its original configuration. So they trying to slow down the process, man. You know what I'm saying? They trying to expand Earth more and slow down the process. Anytime you see them build structures on Earth, that puts a hole in the energy, and the energy expands. It's just like you putting a finger in a glass of water. You see the water rise. That's because the water just expanded. You put 2 fingers in, it expand more. You put 3 fingers in, it expand more. You put your whole fist in there, it might overflow. So that's the expansion of energy. Energy expanding outward. So when they building a whole bunch of building, like they're doing a whole bunch of building going on in BK right now, probably all over the planet. They are expanding Earth. That's how Earth ozone would expand. You know what I'm saying? They're expanding the energy out, which would slow down the rotation of Earth. But they sacrificing on many scales daily. It's happening daily. It don't have to be for Christmas. You got people that sacrifice all their energy, well, a lot of their energy, some of them even do all, in the gods of the money, which is spiritual receipts. And they purchase all of these gifts. You know what I'm saying? It's a sacrificial ritual, a mass sacrificial ritual. Right now, they got a fire going on in California, which is partaking in this Christmas ritual known as a sacrifice. Because in order for you to be doing these massive sacrifices, it has to be a major harnessing of energy. As I stated before, they use wood to conduct these rituals, man. You know what I'm saying? Your Ouija boards, your altars, your wands, burning incense, holly wood. You know what I'm saying? They use wood as a tool to carry out these rituals. So when you're looking at this forest fire that they got out there in California, which got to do with the calf on the altar, you know what I'm saying? Burning the calf. That forest fire is a phase that's leading up to the sacrificial ritual, megalithic sacrificial ritual, only because they got a bunch of people concentrating on it, known as Christmas. They burning the trees. That's an offering. Just like when you hear about these spiritual people doing they rituals. Well, I'm about to get my chant song, I'm about to do my ritual, about to summon Ogun. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to burn some incense and some frankincense and myrrh. They about to burn. So when they burn, as I stated before, the gods, they be doing these weak ass rituals, man. These weak rituals. These people that's running a planet, they do rituals on a megalithic scale. They use this planet as the board, as the altar to do their rituals. Here you are using some damn table that you got out the 99-cent store to do some damn rituals. Meanwhile, the beast is using this damn planet to do rituals. Look at the floor. Look at the freaking floor, son. What do you think? You really think that's a damn intersection, a crosswalk? Really? You really think that's what that is, man? That is a ritualistic carving ground, man. The stage has been set to partake in rituals. Look at it. You only draw sigils when you are conducting rituals. Sigils on the floor. That's sigils you're looking at, man. Manipulates the people's energy to a degree that they don't even know that they're being manipulated, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at the manhole. Damn, I can't even zoom in. Look at the manhole, son. You know what a manhole look like? Look at the top of a manhole. Look at the designs that they have on the manhole, man. Your fake Mayan calendar, son. You know what I mean? Look at the sewer manhole. It's all rituals that they do. Straight up. But there's rituals happening on many different levels. You got to know that they do the ritual, they carry out the ritual, they gain the benefits of the ritual, and the benefits plays out in their favor. But you got to know when they benefiting off the ritual, the counterpart, which would have to be the dramatic drain effects, is also being played out. In other words, you got people that benefit from the ritual, and then you got people that suffer from the ritual. So they would put a whole bunch of chickens, 300,000 chickens in a damn farm in one coop, no sunlight, you know what I'm saying, which is high energy. Keep them in the dark, the spirit world, lunar vision, giving them all this poison, toxins, corn. They got foot growing out of their wings, trying to walk while they flap their wings, you know what I'm saying, can't fly. You know what I'm saying? The chicken 2 days old and is big like a damn watermelon, son. 2 days old. Can't even walk, looking like Humpty Dumpty, son. Big, all deformed looking chicken, son. You know what I mean? So they pump all that, charge up all that ritual with the chickens. Now they dispense the chickens. They kill the chickens. They sacrifice the chickens. You know, the mass sacrifice. Hundreds of thousands, millions of chickens are being killed every day. Millions and millions and millions of chickens is being killed every day. Every day. You got tens of millions of chickens because people eat chicken all over the world. They want to try to make it seem like only black people eat chicken, so-called black people. You know what I mean? Chicken is being killed all over the planet. There's not a place that you can go where you won't find a chicken. Facts. You could go in I could go in this corner store right over here, son, and be like, yo, let me get a chicken sandwich. You would pull one out. In a corner, not even a restaurant, a corner store sells chicken. That's how crazy it is, son. You know what I mean? Straight up. So they sacrifice all these chickens, mass sacrifice. They put all these codes, all these mental, distorted, jamming frequency codes that they call steroids, growth hormones. You know, they trying to hit the bird with this so the bird could get over bird flu. You know what I'm saying? How the hell the bird gonna catch the flu? The flu, you know, the flu is really a wave of energy that's traveling through the planet. That is something that is being governed by what they call HAARP. You know what I mean? They talk about flu season. There is no such thing as seasons. Season is a cloak word. Seasons have to do with different variables that exist within energy. So when they talk about flu season, they're talking about a manipulated energy that's being governed by HAARP. You know what I mean? They tell you how to control the weather. But you assume that the weather got to do with snow, rain, you know what I'm saying? Earthquakes, things like that. No, the weather is a condition. Weather is a condition. You will hear people say things, oh, I'm under the weather. Really, what's going on, honey? I don't feel too good. It's a condition, an energy vibration. Weather is not what you think it is, man. It is energy. You know what I mean? So they sacrifice all these chickens, pump all these different codes, because that's what they doing with the damn chicken. The chicken house codes, man. It's a host. Just like I did the video earlier when I was up in the Whole Food spot and they had this girl up in there. She just sitting up there coughing. And I'm like, yo, she a host, man. Wherever she goes, she gonna spread that virus. So they use the chicken as a virus medium, or a damn host. Is like a biological host that they implant to charter a virus or charter a specific disease. Instead of them coming to your community and spraying some damn spray, telling you that they are trying to get rid of some West Nile virus, you know what I'm saying? Got some trucks driving around spraying all these chemicals. Instead of them doing that, because, you know, people was, you know, their alarms was going off. Like, what is this guy doing out here spraying this? What West Nile virus you talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? Instead of them doing that, they send the virus to you in the form of a chicken. So they implant the chicken with the virus. Now they send the virus to the communities, a mass ritual. Now you eating the chicken. Now you are consuming those retarded codes that came from a laboratory. Now you're running around here in coward mode, afraid to do anything. Everything that the chicken is afraid of, you are afraid of. You're afraid of flying. The chicken got wings and it can't even freaking fly. You're afraid of flying. Flying got to do with you raising your solar vibration, raising your mental frequencies. A lot of these people who front like they gods, they know they really fear God. And when I'm talking about fear, I'm talking about shook. Like they shook. Ain't no way in hell you're going to sit up here and say that you don't fear God when you're afraid of a cockroach. A freaking cockroach, man. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's afraid of bats. They go to the zoo and they see a damn lizard jump on a damn glass and they jump back. Damn near see their spirit or their soul hop up out their damn body, son. Turn all pale in the face. You know what I mean? Black man, the damn darker than 1,000 midnights. Damn near see his soul jump out of his damn body and his whole body looking like a damn like this car in front of me, son. When a damn spider jump up on a damn glass in the zoo. So how in the hell are these people supposed to establish some type of connection with God if they're afraid of what God created? How in the hell can you know God if you can't even overcome the fear of what God created? Not even realizing that God created these things to run simulations. You're looking at biological computer programs being executed. When you're looking at spiders, flies, bees, insects, you know what I mean? Animals, fish, birds, trees. It's a simulation, man. You know what I mean? A simulation. You scared of a simulation. Just like when you go to the movie and you're looking at actors. Say you go to the movie and you watch Friday the 13th. You're looking at a simulation, man. You know what I mean? That movie that you're looking at is a simulation. Those actors acted out a series of codes that they call a screenplay, a script. They downloaded the script by reading it. Now they act it out. So you're looking at a simulation. So they play these noises, these sounds in the background. They show you these images and you get all afraid. You get afraid of looking at a simulation. Same way how you fear the simulation when you're watching a movie. Same way how they fear simulation when you're looking at this movie. You know what I mean? Because your whole life cycle is one page. From the moment you're born and you die in that particular vessel, that was one page. The whole book has to do with you coming to earth, leaving earth. That's the book. This is something that's going to be continued, man. This ain't no end. It's to be continued. When you look at these movies and you see that they show you to be continued, and then you see the screen go black, and then you see the to be continued. That screen going black symbolizes death. To be continued has to do with that person going into a new vessel now. Your soul going into a new body. That's the continuation. You don't die, son. You continue. But this is something that the people can't realize because they have been sacrificed by the mass. So when you're looking at this forest fire that they got out there in California, that's a charging up of the energy. Now you got a whole bunch of people over there looking, concentrating on California. I'm pretty sure the celebrities out there talking about it, you know, because they biological voodoo dolls, getting you to focus on what they want you to focus on, directing the energy, changing the current, you know what I'm saying? Movements, moving your mental. Straight up. So they and then when the people now eat the chicken, they download the codes. Now, because they put retarded slow codes in your cells, now you got your cells bouncing into each other. Your cells not supposed to be bouncing into none of each other. You're not supposed to have no free radicals inside of your body, son. Free radicals has to do with uncalculated calculations. Now you got the cells colliding with each other. I done gave the example, when you see these people driving these cars and they crash, that's because they got a whole bunch of free radicals in their body. They don't know how to synchronize nothing. So you got these distorted codes flowing around your body, and they benefit from that because they know you slow. They know that you mentally cellular slow. You got a slow cellular composition. Your cells is now in docile mode. Now they can sit back and just focus on the signal. They know what I'm saying? They like, well, we got the signal to ourselves now. We could just focus on it. We ain't got to worry about the carbonated beings trying to communicate with no beings, because we told them there's no life out there in space. They assume that's real. We told them that Jesus Christ is God and he's coming back. So they're not really going to be calling for him. They're just going to be waiting for Jesus to come back. You know, we told them that the sun is a ball of gas. So they're not really going to assume that, or they're not really going to think that, that souls is really on the sun. You know what I'm saying? So they're not really going to be thinking about anything that's going on outside of this planet. We got them fully locked in the box, the cube, the matrix. Sacrifice. So now they benefit off the sacrifice. You know what I mean? It's sacrifices that's happening on many different levels daily. Animals are being killed to make different types of clothes, your leather, your shoes, pocketbooks, belts, couches. You know what I'm saying? All types of slaughtering is taking place. Sacrifice, a massive sacrifice, man. You know what I mean? Facts. But you got the guard race all caught up in the madness. Hold on for a second. And they can't realize what's taking place. Facts.
Let's get started. Drive safely.
Yo, man, be easy, yo. Be easy, robot. Nobody want to hear you right now. Bot. Straight up, yo. They cartoons, yeah. They show you that in cartoons, video games. Whenever somebody die, they show that X. But they don't die, they resurrect. Because what you do, PlayStation, they got it where you hit the X button. Respawn. You know what I'm saying? You respawn, you're reborn again. That whole Call of Duty joint is a massive ritual that's been going on for eons. Every damn year they drop a Call of Duty, son. Doing all these rituals of respawning the energy. Bungie is doing it. I broke it down with the Destiny ritual, where they want to have the humans leave Earth and travel throughout this soulless system. You know what I mean? Breaking down the guns that they was using, the armor, showing you the Kabbalah. When the loading screen show you the Kabbalah, You know, these dummies ain't gonna figure that out, son. The ones who be spending mad man hours playing them games, talking about I gotta level up my armor. Man, you ain't leveling up, you leveling down. You playing a game for that damn long and you can't even figure out what's taking place, man. They don't even understand that when you be playing those games, like a game like Destiny, like that's entities that exist in a second dimension. When you're looking at those video game characters, that's entities that exist in a second dimension. Now, these entities or these video game characters, they don't have the consciousness which would make them aware that they are in a limited space and they being manipulated. You use the controller, that is the portal that the higher minds use to manipulate the lesser life forces that exist within the video game. Because, you know, you hear these people talk about energy is conscious. Well, if energy, you know what I'm saying, energy is conscious, you know what I'm saying? Well, the energy that's in the damn TV and conscious, as I stated before, doesn't necessarily mean that you know. You know what I mean? They try to associate consciousness with knowing, but you always know that that ain't accurate, because these so-called conscious people always talking about they believe. You know what I mean? The conscious people always say that they believe, but they don't know that they being manipulated by a higher mind. Just like the video game character could be conscious, but it don't know that it's being manipulated. You know what I mean? It has a simulated program. It jumps up on a wall. It's conscious that it needs to climb. It's conscious it gets wet. You know, it's all simulations though. It's not real. It's a mimic. So they use the controller, which is the portal that one uses from one dimension, and using the video game console, you know what I'm saying, as a medium to communicate with these entities. Same thing with this damn planet. They just using antennas, music. You know, people who understand how the energy works. As I stated before, the people who created that software called Pro Tools, they don't see music how people listen to music. They don't see it the same as those people. Like those people who create that software, they see music completely different than those who listen to it. Those who listen to music, they don't understand what's really going on. But those who create the software to make the music, they understand exactly what is taking place. It's night and day. And the ones who create that software, they are the ones who would be like the be the one who's playing the game with the controller in their hand. And the people who's listening to the music, they would be the video game character. Not understanding that they being manipulated by different signals in the form of button prompts. L1, L2 directional panel, which is a double crucifix. You know what I mean? But yeah, mass sacrifice, son. They being sacrificed, son. Straight up. Mass effect, hell yeah, all that. There's no sun inside Earth. It's a lot of energy, but there's no sun. It's an electric core. It's an electric core inside of Earth. Earth is an electric planet. It's an electric core that's inside of Earth. And that core is being fueled by the sun that's in space. The sun that's in space is concentrating the energy on Earth, and it's going through the filters known as the ozone layer, and that energy is being transferred through the internal crystals. Those big crystals that's the size of buildings that's inside of Earth is relaying that energy into the core. It's an electric core. You can look at that as an archon, a spirit. Now, because Earth is a spirit planet. Ain't no way in hell this spirit world gonna have a soul. Ain't no spirit body gonna have a soul, man. This is a spirit planet that we're on. This is a spirit world. We are in the physical version of the spirit world, and that's called Earth. The energetic version of the spirit world or should I say, the spirit world, like the energy version, that would be the version that's made up of energy. Even though it's all made up of energy, but this plane that we on called Earth has to do with energy that's 3 times dense. That's why they call it the third dimension, because it's light 3 times dense. When when energy goes into the third phase of density, it becomes solid. I gave the example of the air. When you look at the air, that would be phase 1. That you could look at that like phase 1. When you look at the liquid, that's phase 2. Phase 1 going into phase 2. Moisture. The air gets more moisture when it's humidity. When the humidity is high, they say there's a lot of moisture in the air, meaning that the energy is becoming denser than it once was, and now is slowly becoming materialized into matter. So it turns into the liquid, which is what we call water. Then when it goes into another dense state, the third dense state, it becomes solid, known as ice, which is a crystal. So when light or energy goes into a density state 3 times, it becomes solid. That's why you would hear about the 3-in-1, talking about 3-in-1, the mind, body, and spirit, or the mind, body, and the soul. And the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. There's 3 different stages of energy. Right now, we are in the 3rd stage. Straight up, we're in the 3rd stage. Deep down in this mother duck, we like in the abyss. You would hear people say things when they go deep sea diving. They say the water down there in the ocean, they say it's they say there's a lot of pressure down there. They say submarines could only go but so far. People in those deep sea diving suits, they could only go but so far, because they say if they continue to keep going down into the water, deep into the abyss, they say they get crushed. Why they get crushed? Because the deeper in the water you go, the more it's becoming solid. So now you begin to feel that concentration of liquid turning into matter. You're feeling the energy force. You know what I mean? So you're looking at the energy, like when the energy, or when you go deep down into the water, that will be the preliminary stages of water turning into ice, or light turning into something solid. So you feel the intense pressure because you're now housed in the energy right before it turns into matter. And that pressure will crush you because it's concentrated pressure. The magnetism, as I stated before, the sunlight hits this dimension, and this dimension is based on magnetism, and it makes the sunlight visible, or not visible, I keep saying visible. It makes the sunlight solid, which is what they would call organic food. Organic food is solid sunlight. That's what your real organic food is. Solid sunlight. Sunlight that has been concentrated deep down into a magnetic field, and it becomes solid. I'm telling you, the beast is he gonna start pushing these damn movies like that. If he ain't already got it out there, he's gonna start pushing these movies out there, you know what I'm saying, souls on the sun, and how, you know what I'm saying, energy gets magnetized and it becomes solid. They don't see, son. They even show you, like they got YouTube videos where they got this dude, he would like put a speaker under some board, and he would put salt, which is crystals, and then he would play a certain vibration, and you would see all the salt mimic the vibrational pattern. What you're looking at right there is an artificial version of a signal becoming tangible, because now you're able to see what the signal looks like. But they already figured out a way how to make signals tangible. They just call them sigils or corporate logos. When you're looking at corporate logos, that is a sigil. That is a signal that they concentrated to become solid. When you're looking at the Target signal, the McDonald's signal, when you're looking at this fake pineal gland sigil. That's not even the real pineal gland sigil you're looking at, son. You know what I'm saying? With the eye. You know what I'm saying? We speak the language, but that's not what it really looks like. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at all these corporate logos. You look at the Chevron logo. When you're looking at the Nike logo, Adidas logo, when you're looking at all these different logos, when you're looking at the pyramids, you're looking at a symbol, or you're looking at an energy signal that has been magnetized. In other words, we took a vibration that we was once in tune with and made it materialize. So they doing it, son. You know what I mean? They doing it. So these people can't see these signals. As I stated before, when you're looking at that, when you look at Batman and Robin, and you look at Robin's mask, that's the sigil for diabetes. That is an energy signal for diabetes. A lot of these symbols that these superheroes wear are sigils. Some of them aid in diseases, man. Some of them aid in diseases. As I stated before, they don't necessarily have to hit you with some food, some fake food to make you get sick. Because at the core of all of that is a vibration. They use energy to harvest a disease in you. And I gave the example of these electronic machines. These electronic machines ain't food, but they wired to process energy on a particular ohm. And if you stand around those machines too long, you will hear these people talk about they getting cancer from working in certain laboratories around machinery. Certain mechanics getting all these cancers. They're getting sick. How they getting sick? They not, you know what I'm saying? They ain't eating the machine because it's the vibration that gets people sick. It's not so much the food, man. That's the propaganda. Want people to focus on the damn surface. Meanwhile, they missing that it's a damn energy vibration. Why you think our so-called ancestors used to wear so much jewelry, or what they call jewelry now? Because it represents a vibration. Those gold chains, those rubies, what y'all call bling. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of dummies. There ain't no bling. They wore rubies, they wore gems, they wore gold because they know that it symbolized, and it was literally a vibration. And when you bring that vibration into you, it keeps low energy at bay. They wasn't flossing. The kings and the queens, you gotta understand, when you ruling the planet, you ain't thinking about flossing, man. Ain't nobody think about bending these corners on 22s, bumping Jay-Z. Nobody thinking like that, man. It's a whole different mind frame. Everything that you do is based on a mental analysis, son. So when they was rocking all that jewelry, it wasn't because they wanted to floss. It was because they was using it for the vibration. It had specific vibrations encoded in it. It was a language that you was looking at. Just like when you look at what they tell you is stars up in the sky and it's blinging and twinkling. That's a language, man. That is a highly sophisticated language that you're looking at. When you see the sun blink, when you sun gazing, the sun is communicating with you. The gods on the sun is communicating. They speak light. You see about these people getting lost in the middle of the damn ocean, and they do what? A SOS. They flickering light. It's a signal. It's a communication that's supposed to be taking place. You know what I mean? So when you're looking up at the stars, that's a conversation that's happening. You are witnessing a conversation between celestial bodies. But you think, oh my God, it's just so beautiful, because you tell you, man, oh my God, son, the God race done fully adopted the minds of the creatures, man. They fully adopted the minds of the creatures, man. They don't analyze a goddamn thing, son. It's a freaking conversation, son. You know what I mean? Facts. A conversation that's taking place. So we used to wear that because it was a conversation that we was having. Certain people saw that was in the know, and they realized what we were speaking about. That's why we used to wear certain ornaments or jewelry, gold and things like that, amulets and things like that. We used to wear that on certain days. because it represents a certain vibration and we was having a certain conversation. That's a way of exercising mental telepathy. Somebody can just look at you and see what you're thinking just based upon the vibrations that's coming from the gems and the rubies that you are, you know what I'm saying, you're wearing. Just like when they get ready to go to war, they put on a war suit, right? They see some soldiers coming around the corner in their armor. That's mental telepathy, or they about to go to war. Why? Because you identified the damn vibration, which is the armor that they got on. So you know they about to go to war, so you get out the way. You know what I mean? But the guard race running around here talking about some bling, get these diamonds, these chains, you know, so I could floss. Man, you an idiot, man. Man, son, yo, if it wasn't for the damn souls, man, yo, bruh, son, the guard race need to step it the freak up, son. They need to step it up, man. Hold on for a second. Straight up, man. You need to step it the freak up. But yeah, but that's all the residuals of the damn sacrifice, son. Because that is the effects of the ritual. When you see the guard race going through all this crap that they going through, son, that is the effects of a ritual that was successful when the beast cast it. Many incarnations ago. They were successful, but they got to keep on doing it. They got to keep doing the ritual. Because there's a lot of us that's waking up. So when you see the, goddess walking around with damn wig on her head, they were successful at that ritual. They were successful at that ritual, man. You see them walking around with tattoos, the Jesus peace. They were successful at that ritual. When you see them in the church, kneeling down, praying in dirt, you know what I mean? They were successful at the ritual. When you see all the members of the guard race worshiping all these fake gods, these gods of the matrix, they were successful at the ritual. And they keep doing the ritual because they got to keep you in the spell. They got to keep you trapped in the spirit world, known as earth. But we waking up, man. The hell with waking up. We woke. We not even, we out of bed. We not woke laying in bed staring at the ceiling fan. You know what I mean? Which is the fake zodiac. You know, that light bulb symbolizes the sun and the damn blades of the fan symbolizes celestial constellations. That fake zodiac ceiling fan. You know what I mean? We ain't sitting there looking at the ceiling fan. We up and about. Raising a damn vibration to get the hell up off this mother freaking spirit world. And what's going to happen to this spirit world when we leave? We're going to pull the plug. We're going to pull the plug. How the plug is going to get pulled? The sun is going to teleport into a higher dimension and is going to appear invisible, or is going to look like an explosion to these idiots on the planet. Oh my God, the sun just exploded. Nah, player, we went to the next level. We out of here. We gone. I could stay, y'all gonna be here on it. Y'all gonna be in darkness for real. Y'all really gonna be in darkness. You know what I mean? Because the energy that Earth housed, it ain't gonna last that long. You see how these parasites do. When you got a little change in your pocket, everybody got their hand out. You know what I mean? So you know that energy ain't gonna last long at all. When that sun teleport out of here, son, and all these fake planets in this solar system, you know what I mean? That's why you see these people right now trying to make a fake sun, because that's for the future, man. They thinking about further down the timeline, son. They know what the hell is going to happen. They running the prototypes right now of making fake suns. Straight up. Making a fake sun, because they know that sun about to get the hell up out of here, son. So they're like, yo, we got to get the early stages going on right now. Let's get these prototypes out the way, so try to build this fake sun, so we could self power this planet. Part of the mass sacrifice, man. Sacrifices is happening on many different levels every day. Every day. going on with these questions? Got somebody up in the comment section trying to distract. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sacrifice on many levels, man. They reap the benefits when we are being sacrificed. They've been reaping the benefits for eons, man. Those benefits is about to come to a halt. Because the way whatever vibration you leave your body in this life cycle will determine where your vibration be in the next body. Know this. Don't believe. Know this. If you leave your body, if you die smoking, drinking, eating genetically modified foods, you know what I mean? Assuming that what's going on in politics and the government is the pinnacle of your existence, then when you come through in another body, you're going to continue that same vibration just on a more docile state. On a more docile state. If you leave your body knowing, yeah, you know, I made that connection, my vibration high, I realize what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? When you come into another body, you're going to continue that vibration. That's why you would hear them say things like, well, you see how it's like they had a natural gift for this music, or they had a natural gift to just fix things or figure things out, or it's like they just had this natural gift to do this or do that. It's not a natural gift that they had. They are continuing the vibration from the past life. Just like when you see these people go to church, they didn't just get recruited in church. They got recruited on a plantation 10,000 years ago. They got bull whipped. You know what I mean? They got hung, dragged from cars, horse. They got violated. So they continue in the vibration. That's why you will hear them say, oh, I'm drawn. Like the word is just drawing me. And they continue in the vibration, man. This thing is a continuing process. You jump in and out of bodies. And you continue the vibration based upon your last life cycle that you had. That's why they want you to assume that when you live, you die, that's it. Because you're not going to be thinking about no past, present, and future. There is no past, present, and future if you live and you die. It's only right now. It's only right now, son. You know what I'm saying? If you know that the past, present, and future were different energy phases or different mental energy vibrations that existed in your entire book of life, you would look at it differently. You would look at it completely different. You would be like, okay, the past would have to do with how my mind was working on a particular frequency. Now, I mean, the future would have to be how my mind is working right now. I mean, the present would have to be how my mind is working right now. But the future would have to represent an increase of my mental faculties. And keep on, son. You know what I mean? It's client at, yo. Hold on for a second. Damn, son. You know what I mean? Keep on, keep on, keep on. It's something that keeps on going. But they had to disconnect you from yourself by telling you that the people that you see on the wall is your ancestors and they dead. What if they was to say that those people that was on the walls is you just in a different vehicle? You would look at life completely different. That right there would revamp your entire outlook on life. If you was to came into the realization that the people that you see on the walls was you, your soul inside a different body thousands of years ago, that would change your whole outlook on what life really is. Each life cycle is a page, not a book, a page. One page. It could be one paragraph. You know what I mean? You could be born 1 years old to be 150 years old. That's one page. The book is the entire life cycle, the whole complete zodiac cycle. That's the book. You know what I mean? The whole book. But you will see life completely different. But that's part of the mass sacrifice, man. Disconnecting you from life and synchronizing you with death. Meanwhile, they benefit off of all the rituals that they do because you see the effects of the ritual and you know that the rituals are succeeding on certain levels because you could see the effects that's being carried out by the so-called black race. You could see it. Once upon a time, the sisters used to honor their crown, man. You know what I mean? They used to rep that fro, that beautiful, sexy fro. You know what I mean? Looking all ether. Looking like you just full of energy, man. Now they just hit you with an electrical current and shock your ass. You know what I mean? Now you vibing like a spirit. Killed your damn hair. Killed your hair. Because you're trying to be a human. Why? Because that ritual was successful. You know when these people are animating out an invisible signal when they resemble the image of the signal. They looking like a human. They're not even looking like a god or a goddess no more. Chicks out here with these perms, wigs, and weaves. They have been implanted with signals and they are on the deathbed. It's just here. They had to get you to see hair as something that's fashion. You know what I'm saying? See, they had to go through a series of rituals to get you to see what they want you to think your hair is. It's nappy, uncontrollable. It's just hair. You know what I'm saying? It's ugly. They had to go through all those stages. So now you accepted all those rituals. Now you're going to alter it to look like them. But little did you know that they don't have hair. They got fur. They animals. Literally. Not even making fun or talking trash. They are literally animals, man. When you're looking at, you got to know they are hybrid. Like when you look at a sea lion, what are you really looking at when you look at a sea lion? You're looking at a freaking hybrid, man. You could see that sea lion is a hybrid of a freaking damn dog, a penguin. You know what I'm saying? Like they fused a freaking, took some dog genes, cat genes, and penguin genes, and some fish genes, and they fused it into that freak known as a damn sea lion. Why do you think they call it a sea lion? That's a hybrid you're looking at, man. The gods been doing hybrids before a Monsanto was even created. A lot of these animals that you see on the planet are hybrids. That's why you could look at certain animals and you could see other animals in their face. Because they hybrids, man. Straight up. The same way how you could get a Doberman Pinscher to have sex with a Rottweiler and it comes out a mutt. We call that a mutt, which is a hybrid. Well, that's the same thing with the people on the planet. When you look at an Asian having sex with a Caucasian, they give birth to a hybrid as well, even though they both hybrids, but they still give birth to a hybrid. Still giving birth to a hybrid. Hybrids that have the ability to reproduce itself. Or what's that term? Molt. They molt, which is like they distribute a clone or a mimic of themselves. It's like we realistically, as the God race, we realistically give birth. They mimic that. Because everything that they do is a simulation. They don't do nothing real. Everything that the species known as the human beings on this planet do is a simulation. It is not real. They are just following cellular codes that has been injected in them by a programmer. So whatever they do is not real. So it might look like they're giving birth because it's a mimic always supposed to look similar. Yelling and hollering, blood everywhere, legs open, baby coming out. It might look like they're giving birth. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, they molting. That's a molt. They mimicking, duplicating themselves. Clones. We the real deal. Always have been and always will be the real deal. See what's going on with these comments, cuz. But yeah, man, that's all part of the sacrifice. That's all part of them benefiting off the Christmas. You know, y'all probably came in here to hear some milk and cookie stories about some fat man with, you know what I'm saying, obese, flying some sled, giving kids some gifts. Nah, Satan is hell. I mean, Santa is Satan, man. Up in the North Pole, you know what I'm saying? You got to know that's hell. North Pole, South Pole, whatever pole he from. That's hell because it's all under the sun. Anything that's under the sun is hell. So he lives in the spirit world. That's why it's so cold over there. So he's hell. And every now and then the portal is aligned. You know what I'm saying? They tell you about some solstice ritual. The portal is aligned and he's able to come through the cube, the chimney, which is a damn building, an altar. Just like your Twin Towers. Your Twin Towers is a damn chimney. Twin chimneys. That's why it was smoking like a chimney. Because it's a ritual. You know what I mean? It's a ritual that they did. And they used the wood to commence the fire. That's why they call it a fireplace. They burn the wood because it's a ritual that they doing with the chimneys. Just like they burning the wood right now in California, the forest fire. Because they doing rituals again. And he come down there, you know, he drink the milk because the drinking the milk got to do with the sacrifice, the fluid that was once sacrificed. In other words, the blood. You know what I mean? He accepted the offering, the sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? He drunk the offering, the sacrifice, the fluids that was excavated from the goddess, sacrifice, and now he consumes the cookie, which is a eclipse. He twists the cookie off and takes the top off. That symbolizes the moon moving out of alignment with the sun. The eclipse, the black moon, the new moon, the eclipse, Nana, a sacrifice. They do sacrifices on moons. They don't need the moon up there in space, what they tell you is a moon, which is a fake moon, to do rituals, because Earth is a moon. The same way how you got all these lines and all these designs that they call a street, and the lane lines and the divider lines and the arrow lines, all these lines, the yellow lines, Double yellow lines, the same way how they telling you about how they got all this stuff on here on Earth with all these lines. They got lines on the moon too. Don't think that the moon is just some area where it's just a whole bunch of dust, like the desert. No, the moon has a ground, son. The moon has lines on it as well, because they do rituals on the moon. Just like the moon has phases, waxing, waning, quarter moon, half moon, full moon. Earth got phases. Quarter earth, half earth, full earth. They do phases, which is different variables of energy. And they make the signal known when they push it through the guard race and got them acting like a bunch of damn zombies in The Walking Dead. Just walking around violating everybody for a feeling. You know what I mean? For a freaking feeling, son. Straight avocados, man. Already broke the clones down. Check them archives. You got clone life, clone people, clone insects, clone water, clone trees, clone planets. You even got clone space. Fake space is a black screen. Know what I mean? You're looking at the black screen, that's space. You're looking at darkness. Looking at your TV screen, you're looking at artificial space. Hold on for a second, man. You know what I mean? You're looking at space, dark, which is really energy that's waiting to be tapped in. All that energy all around us waiting to be tapped in, man. So I stated before, man, if we had our memories, man, yo, we would not be doing this. I know damn sure. I ain't even trying to be doing this now. Even not even having all my memories, son. Trying to raise up out of this mother dutter, son. Word up. If we had our absolute memories, we wouldn't be here, son. We wouldn't even be on YouTube, man. Be out of this mother dutter, son. Out of it. Facts. It's all so clear. It's all so clear. It's all so freaking clear. A lot of these cats, man, they don't want you to ascend. Notice that they will be quick to give you riches of the earth when you're on that journey to ascend. They be ready to offer you all the money this planet has to offer. As I stated before, if the guard race was to just be on some tip like, yo, we doing everything that we can to raise our vibration so we can leave this dimension. I guarantee you, let's just hypothetically say if all of the so-called black people on the planet was to be like, yo, man, we're going to raise our vibration and get off this planet, man. I'll bet you that the beast will do anything in his freaking power to keep you here. They claim that they hate you. They don't want you here. They want you to go back to Africa. You know what I mean? They want you to go over here, go over there. Just stay away from them. Start talking like that. Start talking like that, son. And see what the beast got to say behind that. See how the beast react to that. Well, they talk about leaving Earth. The hell? Hell no, they ain't gonna leave no Earth. You know what I mean? Because to tell you the truth, the guard race is being used as a buffer to filter out chaotic energy. We being used as a freaking instrument to dilute chaotic energy, man. They always send that chaotic energy signal through us, and we always being used as a damn filter for this damn energy. If we wasn't here, son, it would be real chaos on the planet, son. Even though it's chaos happening now, but if we wasn't here, it would be war. It'll be freaking war amongst the humans, son. Because all that energy that they was once pushing on us, racist this, racist that, black, shooting cops, shooting down, robbing this, just violating so-called black people businesses, you know what I'm saying? It's like we standing in the way. It's like you walking into walking down the street and you walk in between two people arguing. So they throwing stuff and you getting hit with it. You know what I mean? But if we wasn't in the equation, you would see where that energy would get channeled at. It would get channeled at the damn humans. They would really be warring out here. They would really be warring. It wouldn't be the so-called white man saying that he's the best, he's the superior man on the planet, and the so-called black man and black woman, they the least common denominator. It wouldn't be that equation. Somebody would have to occupy that least common denominator switch, son. You know what I mean? And all these motherfucking races out here will be fighting for that top spot. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times when you see these races out here be getting that so-called black people, that's really a subliminal shot they throwing at the white man. Because they saying, I could do what you do. You doing all that stuff to the so-called black man. Look, we doing it too. So how you great? How the hell you great? You doing all this stuff to the so-called black man, the so-called black woman, but here we all doing it too. That's a subliminal smack in his face, son. You know what I mean? Show them that we could do what you do. But, they using us as the punching bag, son. But eliminate us, and you would see it'll be all hell, son. It'll be really hell on this damn earth. Straight up. What's going on in the comment section? Y'all saying this dude is an agent? Because then the agents ain't stopping the guards rise up. You know what I mean? Whoever agent is up in here, we gonna rise. Ain't nothing gonna stop the souls from ascending. Period. Take that back to headquarters. Because your headquarters gonna be in the dirt. They gonna fade out of existence like a black and white TV. We're gonna mentally outthink they behinds. But yo, man, it's my quick little video. Yeah, man, it's all a quick little video right there, man, all in regards to the sacrifice Christmas, man. It's being happening. When you're looking at Black Friday, that's a Christmas. You know what I mean? You got these people tripping people and pushing people out the way to buy a flat screen. They don't know where those materials came from. Those are the same people who would talk about bring the soldiers home. but not knowing those materials came into existence by way of war. Those materials came into existence by way of a sacrifice, a war. The mass sacrifice is being taken place every day on this planet. Christmas happens every day on this planet. You got all these cows getting killed, all these pigs, they even eating dogs. All these dogs, all this fish getting killed, all these fruits, vegetables, plants getting killed. You know what I'm saying? People getting killed, insects getting killed when these bulldozer machines plow the field to get the veggies. It's insects living inside those in that vegetation environment. You know, they driving those big machines, plowing all that veggies, fruits and all that. They crushing insects, killing insects. You know what I mean? Crushing them, son. They get killed. Sacrifice, man. Sacrifice. On many different levels. You know what I'm saying? Christmas happens every day. But they just want you to focus on a particular day. And then they reap the benefits. And when I'm talking about reaping the benefits, I ain't talking about no money. Because money ain't even on these people's mind. You know what I'm saying? Money ain't even on these people's minds. These people got so much money. It's the type of stuff. It's like when you got money like that, you don't think about it, man. Whenever you have an abundance of something, you don't focus on it because you got it. It's when you don't have it, that's when you focus on it. But these people, they know they could just pick up a phone and push a couple of buttons and print $1 billion. You really think they thinking about money, man? People ain't thinking about no damn money. They already got that frequency on smash. On to the next one. Nah, I mean, they already got that frequency on smash. They ain't thinking about no bread. They ain't thinking about no flossing. They thinking about that next ritual. How we gonna get to influence these people? And they keep dumping their movies, man. What? Man, you know how much energy done ran through Hollywood, son? I like to see what Hollywood looks like on the spirit world, son. I'm pretty sure that looked like a hell of a dimension. Oh, man, that dimension Hollywood? Man, listen. I'm pretty sure Hollywood, wherever they build that Hollywood at, I ain't gonna say pretty sure. I'm gonna say I know that is a portal. I'm gonna say I know for a fact that Hollywood is a portal in the spirit world, son. Looks like a big portal, son. I could just tell, son. You got all those different entities going in and out, and they saying that. Matter of fact, they had a scene in a movie, I think it was The Gods of Egypt, when they were saying they had changed the rules stating that the only way you can make it into heaven, you have to give up your wealth. I mean, you have to buy your way in. You know what I'm saying? You have to give up your wealth. You have to buy your way in, son. So it's like, you look at these people that's in Hollywood, they have to buy their way in to that wealth. You know what I'm saying? They have to give up what is wealthy, which would be the soul. They have to give that up. They have to give up their wealth, and they get all these possessions, son. You know what I mean? They got to give it up, then they get all these possessions. A portal, son. Hollywood. A bunch of souls and spirits just running around. Man, listen, Hollywood already released what they about. And hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm about to shut this video down.
Hi.
What up?
I good.
We out of here.